Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Man, everything looks so blue in the background. This is what I get for using a different camera than normal. Do y'all like gummy bears or gummy worms or gummy octopi? Just gummy candy in general? Okay, me too, good. Glad we're all on the same sheet of music there. Believe it or not, a gummy bear soap has been requested, I mean, for forever. I've had people asking me to make one for as long as I can remember, and it's a great embed for the top of the soap. It's just the right size, and gummy bears are just, they're great. They're wonderful. So without further ado, let's make some soap. Okay guys, so you can probably see just a little filmy on the top, and that's because I have some titanium dioxide in my lye water solution. It's just going to anchor all of the colors. We're going for something a little more pastel today. We are really trying to copy a certain type of gummy bear. Anyway, pour this in real quick, but yeah, we're going for the Albanese gummy bears, not Haribo. If you're used to eating the Haribo type, upgrade. It's time for an upgrade. You're an adult now. You can afford it. Pay $1 more, get Albanese gummy bears, and thank me later. They also come in like 14 different colors, including pastels. We'll just blend this up real quick. Okay, now we have 6 different colors for this soap. I tried to pick my favorite ones from the Albanese gummy bears, and they all taste different. That's the other thing that's so nice about them, is that they're extremely distinct flavors. I can't hype these enough. When I thought of tiny things for the beginning of this, and then we moved on into I Spy and Look and Find things, gummy bears just seem like the perfect fit. They're just small enough to be considered tiny, and they're just delicious enough that I feel like nobody can do without them. Just gonna fill all these up. Now, normally I would skip this part, but because so many people have requested longer videos, well, I just will. I'll just make them longer. What about 15 to 20 minutes of me just yakking it up while I'm pouring? I also had no idea it was going to make such a difference on whether or not I talked while I made soap or did a voiceover. So thanks for honest feedback. We'll still do a couple of voiceovers, but I'll try to talk while I make. Going scrapey out my big container. Also, so many people commented about how I sound different on voiceovers than I do in regular videos. It's just the mic. When I do voiceovers, I use the mic on a computer or like a Blue Yeti or something, and I'm a lot closer to that. And then I'm using a lapel mic right now, so I promise I'm not changing my voice. It just it's just being picked up via different audio recording devices. Right, now for the fun part. Okay, first we have Yummy Gummy Fragrance. This is from Nature's Garden. It is a phthalate-free fragrance. Just throwing that out there for all of you conscious girlies. So first we'll start with our True Yellow from TKB, my ride or die yellow. We love it so much. Next is Flotation Device. This is from Mad Micas. It's a really good orange. Next is Brazen Hussy. This is a red orange. It's also from Mad Micas. It's also a neon. Certain people might call this a neon red, but to me, it's still a little too orange for me to call it a red. Then we have our princess, Cosmic Carolyn, my beautiful, beautiful Cosmic Carolyn. I will never be without her. She is a goddess. Then we have Radioactive Green. This is from Mad Micas. It is a very, very, very potent neon. And by the way, all of these colorants that I'm using can be used for resin art. They can be used for people that make wax melts, people that are just using pigment powders for crafts. These can all be used for that. They're also approved for soap making. So multi-use here. And Tahitian teal, of course. Gonna clean that off real quick. All right, guys, let's blend these up real quick and take a peek at these beautiful colors. Wow, look at these delicious colors. Okay, I'm gonna move everything off to the side and kind of split up how I want everything to be poured, because you can see these two colors are very similar, these two colors are very similar, so I want them to be poured in a pattern where they get split up a little bit. Hi guys, just popping in real quick to tell you about one of my favorite companies ever, Stamps.com.
Katie, how long have you been using Stamps.com?
For flipping ever, that's how long.
Seriously, I've been using Stamps.com forever. I have them integrated with my shipping service, and I cannot tell you enough good things about them. They save me thousands of dollars every single year. It is a great time to set up for a year of success, and Stamps.com is going to help you save money and be more efficient as a small business owner. One of my favorite things about it is that you can print postage wherever you have a computer and a printer. It's really that simple. If you need package pickup, you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home. You can schedule package pickup with Stamps.com. And of course, they connect with every single major marketplace. Royalty Soaps is hosted through Shopify, and it just could not have been easier to set up. Sign up at Stamps.com/royaltysoaps for a very special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a free scale. There are no long-term commitments or contracts, so once again, just go to Stamps.com/royaltysoaps. Thank you, Stamps, for sponsoring today's video, and let's make some more soap. All right, let's start with one of our bright colors, and I'm just going to drop swirl it all the way down with some really big gloops, okay? We're not going to do this nearly as tight as we've done some of the ones in the past, namely the Mome Raths. If you remember the Mome Raths, there were some really small drops. We're going for something gloopier. And now for today's major content, the red and green flags of a good friendship. According to me, all opinions are my own and are not necessarily factually based. They are 100% opinion based. Green flag number 1. You can go multiple days in a row without talking and nobody gets suspicious that something is wrong. I would say this just means you're busy. You're a grown-up. You have things to do. You have lives to lead. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. It means that you're busy. So that's a green flag for me. A red flag never is happy for you for anything you achieve and never celebrates your achievements with you. This kind of pairs with not being interested in your interests, even if it's different from theirs. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of the bare minimum, I think, of friendship to be interested in what the other person is interested in and to ask good questions, like pay attention. Green flag cares about your bestie-in-laws. Now, if you don't know what a bestie-in-law is, it is someone who is friends with your friend, but not necessarily friends with you. Maybe a best friend even of your buddy, and you care about them because by proxy they are, they're part of your best friend's life. You have to care about those people. Maybe you even want to have their cell phone number in your cell phone, just in case something happens to your bestie and y'all all have to talk about it and help them because they're in the hospital because a banana truck ran into them while they were riding a bicycle, and y'all are the only people who can go help them at the hospital and advocate for their care. A red flag. If they never text you first. If they never reach out first, that's a red flag to me. I'm not the only one in this relationship. I shouldn't be the only one texting first and asking to hang out. This would definitely be something I would encourage people to talk to one another about, like, hey, I've noticed I've been kind of the one reaching out recently. Have you just been busy? Or is there something we need to talk about? Maybe something's not clicking. Communication's key, and you shouldn't be the only one trying to have it. A green flag, interested in your spouse/partner and family. Maybe you don't have any kids, so we're just making a big statement. Your grandma, your mother, they care. That's a green flag. We love to see them caring about the people you care about. I can say from personal experience, my bestie girl, Caroline, she knows everyone in my family probably to like the tier of third cousin. Now, I'm not saying you have to go that hard. I'm just saying She does, and she can probably tell you which side of the family they're coming from too. She's been to my grandparents' house. We love to see that. We love to see text your siblings when you're not even in the group chat. She does that too. She would come over to my house when I wasn't there in the high school, or I was going to be late, like, oh, I'll be there in 30 minutes. She's like, no big deal. I'll go get in your pantry. Oh, look, there's another green flag. Feels free to eat your food. That's a green flag. I love it when I have friends that just will come on over, they open up that fridge and they help themselves. That's a green flag. That means they're comfortable. We never want to have friends who were, and we've all been there, folks. We've all been there. You know, the friend whose house you were afraid to ask their mom for a snack because they just weren't a snack family. Caroline's telling me wasn't a breakfast family. That's hard, especially when you're a kid. You gotta have some Eggo waffles, something. I gotta have something in the morning. And you felt nervous to ask. That's a red flag. You shouldn't feel nervous to ask for a snack. This one I feel is easy for a red flag, but sometimes it's a good reminder. They never ask you about yourself, and they spend all the time that y'all spend together talking about themselves. That's not a balanced relationship. That's a parasitic relationship. A green flag wants to be your friend, whether or not y'all are in the same life stage. Now, I give this piece of advice loosely because I know, like, some friendships are for college, you know? It's not supposed to go any further than that. Everybody knows it. Y'all were supposed to be the people that said hi to each other and sat in the same area of class, but there was no real commonality, and you're okay with letting that go. But a good friendship, one that you want to last a long time, they're going to be with you even if you have kids and they don't, or they have pets and you don't. Like, it shouldn't matter. Everybody's participating, and they love the people and things that are close to you. It shouldn't make that big of a difference. You should be able to weather that storm. It's a green flag. Now tell me that just doesn't look like a delicious, like, sherbet. You just want to go. And now for my special swirling stick. We're just going to swirl the top real big, real quick. We don't want to overdo it because we do have greens and yellows and other colors that, if swirled too much, end up looking nasty. So I'm just going to go around the corners and make sure that some of these bigger gloops are broken up, but we're not going to worry about it too much. It is fun to watch though, isn't it? Nice and swirly, nice and fun. Okay, alrighty. I'm going to put this on top. Now you guys, look at all these gummy bear embeds. And again, all based on the Albanese gummy bears. Look at them. Ah, so tasty. Now, when designing these gummy bears with Shelly, we tried to look for clarity. We got the real gummy bears so we could see certain flavors are more clear than other ones. And we just did our best to match them as perfectly as we could. And I have to say, some of these are a dead ringer for the original color. Okay, admittedly, this is going to take a really long time. But the good thing is, the soap isn't moving like super fast. So I'll have ample amount of time to put everything on. It is a really long way though. As you can see, I'm having to be very careful, and I have tried to use tweezers for this job just so that you don't think I haven't tried to, you know, make it a little easier on myself. I promise I have. It takes even longer to do that. You're better off just trying to stick them down like this. Anyways, when your cold process soap is going through the saponification process, I feel like it's a little harder on fragrance oils, and so I have just really liked using Nature's Garden because, number one, they're less expensive than all of the other things I mentioned. I really love AFI too. They have a great bulk options, but I know a lot of you guys wouldn't be needing as much fragrance oil as you have to buy from AFI because you have to purchase in like a 10-pound minimum. So Nature's Garden is just a great introductory fragrance, and it's so much cheaper, and you still get a lot of the same potency in cold process soap. I like using the other suppliers for extremely like specialty things. If you're doing a berry scent or something that's a little more common, Nature's Garden is my preference. Okay, so look at this fun glitter blend. This is a blend of Hollow Stardust and Cake, both of which are from The Good Glitter. You can use my code to get 15% off, and it is so sparkly. This is one of my favorite custom blends. I put equal parts of each item, And then I'm just gonna put it down the sides first, and then I'll put a little tiny bit on top because obviously it's super sparkly and it could overdo it just a little. These gummy bears, they can stand on their own. They don't need that much. I originally mixed up 2 grams total, so 1 gram cake, 1 gram hollow, and I'm thinking that's gonna be way too much. So in the future, I'll probably mix maybe half a gram total, because you can see like this is already really sparkly, and I still have a ton left in my cup over here. All right, last little tiddly bit, and then I'm going to spritz it ever so lightly with some rubbing alcohol. Just a little bit. I do have this glitter on top, and I don't want it to melt the glitter or break it down or whatever the science word is for that. And this is what the soap looks like up close. You can see all of our little pairs of Gummy Bears, and then everything looks so yummy on top. That like pineapple color here, I thought I was gonna want it to be more potent and yellow, but because I have such a potent orange, I actually think that looks perfect. It kind of matches these lighter colored ones, like this guy right here. Yeah, it matches him. So we're gonna let this sit for 18 to 24 hours, and then we will be back to chop it all up, split it all up, take a peek at the inside, and do a question of the day after this quick commercial break. Y'all, look at these colors. It could not have worked out better. And let me tell you, everything smells so good. All of these fragrances this month really slap. Y'all, give me a break. Somebody's grandkid is really gonna love this. That's just fun. If I was like a preteen or something, I would be obsessed with these. I'd be like, put one of those in my bathroom, Mom, when I get all A's at school. And if you don't think that I am going to take these and put them in my shower right now, well, you don't know me very well. It honestly kind of looks like, okay, so the people that I did an ad for a while ago, they have amazing deodorant. It's native. It's the only deodorant I use. They have a new fragrance line in their hair care called like the Candy Shop or something. And they have a shampoo and conditioner called Gummy Bears. This isn't sponsored, by the way, but I'm pretty sure my coupon code still works if you want to give it a whack. And Lily and I have been using that conditioner and shampoo set for a while in our shower, and we're obsessed. And these totally match. So we'll have a matching set of 3. Aren't those colors fun? See, I had some doubts, specifically about the pink. Like after I poured it, I was like, I'm not so sure that was Cosmic Carolyn. I feel like that might have been a different pink, but it worked out fine in the end, and it does smell amazing. And I did as I said, and I put one in my bathroom, and it just completes the whole look in there. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, like trying the new gummy bears. Maybe you want to try sour gummy bears or gummy worms. The Trolli sour gummy worms. Mwah. You know, I don't really care what you do. Just be sure you do something for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye for now.